How's your day going today? I am Young Yoko. Today we're going to be going over the controversial topic of who's the better character in Cuisine Royale. This is Annie versus the Beast. Now, because I did take a week hiatus to see my baby boy being born, we're going to skip all the intros, so we're going to go straight into the discussion. So first, let's talk about the characters in question and why are they so split. While a lot of PC players are saying that Annie is the way, Annie is OP, where console players are favoring Beast. Now, in my opinion, Beast does seem like a beginner intro character. You gain increased mobility, increased health, increased jump, and you also have increased melee range and damage. Now, you are still susceptible to melee damage yourself, but all in all, this is great. It's great to engage, it's great to disengage. It's all around a good, easy beginner op. And I'll be honest, I thought this op myself was OP and the way to go until I really started practicing Annie. Now, Annie, on the other hand, on paper doesn't even match up. You don't gain any health, you don't gain any speed or anything. All she does is slow down time for you to have a very precise shot, and all the enemies during this time will be surrounded with a red glow, right? So you always know where they are. Everything slows down. It's kind of like a really bad Matrix movie. Now, the Beast ability does cost 100 souls, where the Annie only costs 75, meaning you can get it online faster and keep it there. Now, with the Beast ability, some of the cons are that, well, when you go Beast mode, everyone's going to know it because you shout out in a Beast mode. There are also about a 2 to 3 second time charge up, so if they see you while you're going into Beast mode, it's game over. Other than that, it's really not that bad of an ability. I think it's a really great ability. I really do. I don't think it's as good as Annie, though, and let me explain why. There are tons of moments that you can use Annie in a place where you could not use any other op or character in this game. For instance, you can turn an SMG into a sniper with the slowing down of the bullet travel because of bullet time, her special ability. So you actually don't even need any cars or anything else in the game. You just crouch, you see opponent across the lake, across the way, crouch down, use your Stein, go into the bullet time mode. A couple taps and they're dead. Especially on bots, it's beautiful. Now, where it gets a little bit murky is depending on the game mode, right? Now, in solos, I feel anyone can be viable. Thor can be viable, Mr. Vanish can be viable, they can all be viable, because in most situations, it's a one-on-one, sometimes a two-on-one, depending on third parties. Duos, it starts to get a little bit crazy, because now you're kind of relying on a teammate, you're starting to kind of build a meta here. You could probably use 2 Beasts and be just fine, you could use 2 Annies and be just fine. I think any kind of competition there between the characters it's minor. It's there, but it's minor, right? At the top tier, you're probably going to have one guy using Beast and the other using Annie for a good split. Now, in solos, this is kind of like the ranked mode right now for everyone. People are kind of like really thriving in solos. Squads, excuse me. They're really thinking like that's the game mode to be in. In my opinion, if you had to use 4 Annies versus 4 Beast, I think Beast is going to win, right? Now, in bullet time for Annie, you only get about 2 seconds. So if you don't hit your shots, if you have to reload, if anything happens within those 2 seconds and you don't hit your target, you're dead. All right, you're dead. Now with Beast, you get I think it's like 20-25 seconds to use this. It's great. It's great to cover ground. And you're talking about a full squad of 4 of these little guys. I think they're going to overrun anything. Now, I've tested Beast and Annie countless times, right? I've played at least 50 games apiece with both of them. I personally think Beast is your standard poster boy. He is the Ryu of Street Fighter kind of thing. He's, I don't know, the M16 of the Call of Duty 4 franchise kind of thing. People gravitate to him because he's really fun to use. He's really easy to use. There's not a big skill gap, and the skill ceiling's kind of low, right? There's not too much you can do with him. I think Annie is really good for smart, tactical, methodical, slower players who are really starting to take the game serious and want to climb through the ranks. I don't think she's as easy to use, and I don't think she's quite as easy to master, but I think once you really set yourself apart, it'll be really, really hard to go back. I'm finding myself really hard time trying to transfer back to Beast because I feel like Annie is OP in my opinion. I feel like she's great for one-on-ones. I don't think anyone can touch her. I really don't. For solos, it's great. For duos, it's great. For squads, it gets a little murky, like I said, because you're having to take into account the other people. But I think if you're just playing by yourself, if you're playing without a friend, definitely pick Annie. Annie's the way to go for me. I don't think we covered anything that I need to. Some people are asking, well, why is these two considered OP? Why is Thor not considered OP? Why is Vanish Boy not considered OP? I'll tell you. Thor is great for mobility, right? But he does absolutely nothing on his ult other than moving and engaging or disengaging, which again has a long channel startup time. When he ults, he only does a stun, and it's a brief stun knockback. It's not even really any damage. So to me, it doesn't do anything. Vanish Boy is great. I think you need at least one on every squads, but to try to compete that with anything else, I just don't see it happening, guys. So for me, in my opinion, if you're going to solos by yourself or you're trying to rock it with a friend, go with Annie. If you're looking to have a really great time, you're looking maybe just support your teammates and just slay out in squads, I would say Beast. Alright guys, that's everything. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment, tell me what you think down below. As always guys, stay fierce.